Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha, this is the Budget Mum UK, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can do a weekly shop for two people for under £10. That's breakfast, lunch and evening meal as well. Check this out. Hi guys, my name's Samantha and I am a single mum to two children, a 14-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I previously quit my full-time teaching job to go part-time and set up my own business. Prior to that though, I used to own a 120-seater restaurant, which means that I know how you can prepare tasty, delicious, amazing food without having to spend too much money, and I've got loads of different recipes and ingredients and ideas up my sleeve which I'm going to be sharing with you. So if you think that's something of interest for you, come with me. We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna try out Asda first of all today, see how far we can get with that one. I'm normally a Tesco person, so I know the prices for Tesco. I'm quite familiar with that. I have got things in mind of what I want to do and what I'm hoping to try and pick up, and let's just see what happens. Hey guys, so I've just got here to Asda and I'm about to go into the store with my mini sidekick, which is Alexander. Okay, so we're gonna go and spend £10 and I'm confident I can get meals for two people hey, for 2 weeks. So let's go in store and see what we can find. So we've just come out of Asda and wow, like, we know prices are going up, but I always thought Asda was much cheaper than Tesco's. I don't shop in Asda a great deal, but I wanted to switch it up to give you some options basically. I went in with a shopping list in mind. I couldn't afford those things when I compare them to prices at Tesco's. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised. I have got some things. I'm going to get home because it's nearly little one's nap time now, and yeah, I'm going to say I'll do it. I'm sure I can do it. I've done it before, but it's going to be a challenge. Let's get home. So I'm back from shopping and I was just going to do what I've got with the stuff from Asda, but I went via Tesco on the way back. So this one is a mixture of some things I've got from Asda, some things I've got from Tesco's, and I'll jot everything down like I did last time in the comment section with the prices, and I'll put where I got them from, because I could have done something with what I've got from Asda, but I knew, because I'm so familiar with the prices from Tesco, I think I knew I had space to get some more things. So I'll go over everything I've done. I'm going to do a shopping list and a menu plan now, and I'll show you a couple of the menus and the recipes along the way. I'm really excited because I'm going to share with you one of my favourite recipes, and I often forget about it, and I'll probably remember to do it in the summertime because it's a really nice summery kind of meal, but it's my favourite thing to do. And even if I wasn't on a budget, I would be making this, and it's for pennies, like serious pennies, and it's delicious. So I'll be sharing that one with you as well. It's a gorgeous pasta dish. Yeah, so we're going to do that, go through how much I've spent overall, still under £10, and hopefully you'll get some really good ideas and hints and tips as well. So I'm just going to write a list of everything that I bought. Most of it is from Asda, and if it was from Tesco, I'll just put a little T next to it. So go ahead, and I'm going to speed this up for you. So this is it. This is everything I bought from Tesco's and Asda, and it came to £9.99. So I'm really pleased about that. Keeping us under £10, and I am going to be able to get those meals. So it's breakfast, lunch and dinner, and 7 days a week for 2 people for under £10. So to be fair, some of the meals might be quite simple, but I do try and put off a couple of more exciting meals of an evening, really. So this is everything I've got. It costs £9.99, and it's going to be able to make us some breakfast, lunches and an evening meal. For me personally, I don't have a lot for breakfast, but we've got a couple of options in here that we're going to be able to use for these. So I'm going to start off by using crumpets, and if we have one each, and on one of the days we can have 1.5 between us, then that would be something there. So you can either have choice of the jam, which I've got here, or some of the cream cheese, so you can mix it up either way. So we're going to put crumpet and spread, and I do that like the easiest one throughout the week when people might be busier trying to get to work and you haven't got as much time. I'm mindful there's not like loads of fresh fruit and veg in here. There is some, but not absolutely loads. That's 2, 4, 6, crumpet 8, and we can have like that spare one whenever, if you've got a really hungry day, I don't know. And then on the other 3 days, what I thought you could do is make some pancakes. Now I like to make a batch load of these, and they'll stay in the fridge, so you can just heat them up as you go along for a couple of days. So they're really easy and simple to do, with a cup of flour, a cup of the whole milk that we've got, and an egg. So we're going to use some of those eggs that we've got in there, and that's just normally makes between 4 to 6 pancakes, depending on the size that you make them. So if you measure out yours, measure out yours, and then so you can make as many as you like. Like I normally do, I'm obviously going to assume that you've got something in your cupboard like butter or an oil to cook with, and also looking at maybe some stock cubes, salt and pepper. So pancakes on those 3 days, and again you can use some of the jam to go on there. They're really quite nice with jam on. That's one of the favourites. I haven't got syrup, can't afford it, or honey, or any fresh fruits or anything like that in here. If your budget allows it, then go for it, but obviously I'm trying to keep it under £10. So for the lunches this time, I'm going to have one day where we can have a jacket potato, and they'll be with beans because we've got some of those. And then another day we'll have some spaghetti hoops on the toast. Now, the other 2 things, these next couple of things, are a bit more time laborious. Now, you can make a kind of Spanishy omelette with some of the sliced potatoes, some of the onions, because those bag of onions 50p, there's lots in there. There's not much else, unfortunately, to go in there, but that would be really quite filling as well. And I put that down for a couple of days. So let's say we have one on Wednesday and maybe on Saturday. So I'll just put them there, sliced potato and onion. Now on the other couple of days, I'm thinking scrambled egg on toast here. And you can use as many or as little as you like, because we've got 15 eggs going on. Obviously some's going to get taken up with the pancakes and the omelettes, just see how many you've got left. And then we've got, I'm going to do a French onion soup. I'm not going to make that today for the video, but I will leave a link for that below for a really good recipe that I do use quite often. Really simple to do, really easy, and really delicious as well, using up some of these onions. Now you could have that over a couple of days, or if you wanted to switch it up. You could maybe make something with some chicken stock instead and do a chicken and onion or chicken and potato soup. I'm quite happy to have this French soup for a couple of days, and you will make again quite a lot of this. It's really, really easy and really, really delicious. So let's have a look at the evening meal. So this one is a little bit more exciting. Now, one of my favourite things is that pasta dish that I mentioned before, and I'm just going to jot that down. I'm going to have that twice because the way I make this, there's so much of it left over. It'll keep in the fridge for a few days, and it tastes even better the second time because it's had time to intensify. So we're going to have that here. It's pasta with, it's hot pasta with chilled tomato, garlic, and basil. It's so delicious. I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to have it here again as above. And I'm going to show you how to make that right now. This is one of my favourite meals of all time. It's so simple, so easy to make, and so cost effective, but absolutely so delicious. Even if I wasn't on a budget, this is one of my favourite things to make, especially in the summer. So it's a hot and cold pasta, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tomatoes, I'm going to just put a little crisscross on them, and then we're going to boil them for all of about 30 to 60 seconds. We're not cooking them, we just want the skin to be easy to come off, to peel off, and then we're going to finally dice them, add them together, some garlic and some of this fresh basil, and then we're going to leave this in the fridge. And the beauty of this is you can leave this in the fridge for a few days, so I'm going to have this for a couple of meals. And actually, over the couple of days, the flavour just gets better and better because we've got the mixture of the basil and the garlic together. And then all you need to do whenever you're ready to eat it as well is just to cook up your pasta. And this works best with the spaghetti pasta, which you can get for 20p a pack. Absolutely fantastic. And a little bit of your favourite oil. I've got extra virgin olive oil. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I'm going to do these tomatoes. I've just gone off the top here and I've just scored a little cross over the top of each of these tomatoes. All that does is just opens up the flesh so that when I put them in the hot water in a moment, it makes the skin really, really easy to come off. I'll leave them in there for about, just make sure they're covered, for about 30 to 60 seconds. So these have been in for about 60 seconds. So all I've got here on the side is just a bowl of ice cold water. I'm just going to plunge these straight in. So I'm going to cool them down, and if you can see here how the skin is just split nicely, that's what we're wanting. So these are really nice and cool now. So we can start from the split, and you can see the skin just comes away really, really easily. So I've already gone ahead and chopped up those other 3 tomatoes. So what we're going to want to do, we want to get rid of this bit here, this woody bit, because we don't want to taste it, and we also want to get rid of all these seeds, because without having tomato seeds in our pasta dish, essentially it's really quite, apart from the oil that's going to go in, it's quite a dry, as dry as tomatoes can be, kind of recipe. So just slicing that out. This basil has actually been just hanging around for a while, so it's a bit wilted. That's okay because it's going to get all muddled up anyway. This is one of the great things that you can grow from any time. You can always keep it inside, but definitely great for adding extra flavours to loads of dishes. And once you've got the plant, you can keep it going, so it's a really good money saver as well. Now I love garlic, so at the moment I pulled 3 cloves out, but just quickly. So the best way I find to do this is, you can have all these fancy gadgets, but I haven't got one, so I'm just going to peel that off, peel the other one, and again this is another one that you can grow at home. I've never actually tried growing garlic. Maybe I'll do a little experiment this year, see what I can grow. I managed to grow, so let's get rid of this. And then what you want to do is, if you can see just there in the centre, it can be quite bitter. So this is essentially like the root. So we're just going to flip that out. We don't want that when we're chopping up, because we're going to be eating this garlic raw. Some have got bigger ones than others. So just little fine slices, and then chop all these up. You can have, again, as much or as little garlic, or as chunky as you like it, whatever works for you. I just love, there's no such thing as too much garlic in my house. So that's all done. So I'm just going to pop it into, oh, plenty, you know, like there's more than enough here for, I would say, a couple of meals. You don't need a lot, it's really powerful. So I'm just going to put a good glug of the olive oil in. Give that a mix. You can either add in some salt and black pepper if you want to. I'm just going to leave mine for now. I'm just going to cook it up and chill. So I'm just going to let that cook off, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. And this is it. This is absolutely delicious piping hot spaghetti pasta, and that lovely cool tomatoes, garlic, basil. It is honestly, that's amazing. Highly recommend. So for another day, I thought we could have a jacket potato. So I've already got one over there, so we're gonna have a jacket. And we could have that one with some of the cream cheese. And if you wanted to chop up some onions to go in there as well, that's usually quite like a cheese and onion kind of thing going on. That is really, really nice as well. So I forgot to mention the basil I've actually got from my garden, so I've been growing off the plant, so I didn't actually pay for that, so a little bit of a cheeky one that I got in there. And then let's have a look. We can do use some of those chicken thighs. Let's cook them off. We're going to do a chicken and sweet corn fritters, which are really nice as well. If you don't like the chicken, or you don't fancy it, you can just do sweet corn fritters. Those are really, really nice as well. It's quite a big tin, and use some of the flour and the egg to make a kind of batter for that. Now the other one, I think we'll have a potato roster here with chicken thighs roasted off. And then I've got a couple more nights left, I think on Saturday even. Well, let's have some of those mushrooms, and we'll do garlic mushrooms. Use up some of that bread on toast. So really, really easy again to make. Just chop up the mushrooms really quite fine. You can put some onion in it as well if you want to bulk it out. Throw in some garlic, just fry those off and pop them on the toast. That is really, really nice as well. Now the last thing that I want to make is a kind of chicken chasseur. And obviously I can't afford red wine on this budget, because that's how it would be traditionally made. So that, all you need for that is just fry off your skin of your chicken, and then, or you can just put it straight into slow cook if you want to. Some sliced onion, some garlic, some of the mushrooms, the tomato puree that we jotted down here, and lots of chicken stock. And that's something that you can put on at the beginning of the day. It's like in lieu of a chicken dinner, I suppose. But it's really, really nice. If there's any potatoes left, you can do that with a nice mash, or just cut them up, have some wedges or something like that. I hope you found it useful today. Thank you so much for joining us. I would love it if you would hit the subscribe, the like, comment button, come and join us. If you're liking these kind of videos, which I think you are, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll record more of them as well.